Actually, it is like Die Hard movie. It's like Die Hard with a Vengeance because he killed his brother. Shit! They stole that thing.
The idea.
Yeah.
The idea that's like many other ideas have been done thousands of times.
Cycle repeats itself more times than you can fathom.
What up, all? We're back. Blind Wave. I'm Aaron.
That's the new intro. I'm Eric.
What up?
1 million subscribers! Whoa!
No, you fucked it all up.
I'm Shane.
These two fucked it up.
I'd say shit.
Hey guys, screw up Blind Wave. I'm Eric.
I'm Shane.
I'm Calvin.
I'm Aaron.
And we're watching the final episode of Stranger Things.
Why are you rubbing my tit?
Your
What I
tits?
miss?
It's his
I missed something over here.
His teeth.
Well, it's because
I have
Calvin has
teeth.
an awesome new Hawkins shirt. That's
Jersey. I have
He
teeth.
just went like...
Well, don't do it. Don't show me. Just tell me.
Okay.
All right.
I have
I don't want my
teeth.
tit
Can you-
touches
can you
when
milk me?
I'm doing the stories.
No.
She does it all the
You got
time.
man
He's
teeth.
like, hey, there's something really annoying happening today. Some guy's doing this to me. I'm always like, fucking get off me. He always does that.
Well, a long time ago. No way.
I remember.
I
Because I was
remember you
uncomfortable.
did that.
I'm
Yep.
making uncomfortable for a lot of things.
Calvin's on my side.
You're like they were holding my dick like this.
Calvin is looking who could be against me.
No,
Stop.
Last time on
I waited 3
Stranger.
minutes.
Last time. Last time
Can't
on.
wait Walking Dead
Oh my
starts.
gosh!
All right.
All right. Last time. I know he's not fucking with me. Last time on Stranger Things, what happened?
Death.
Not yet.
Barb's dead.
Barb's clearly dead.
I mean, she might have been dead
Or
for a
is she?
while. She's fucking dead.
She had a slug.
You see her
climbing down
dead
her throat.
fucking face? That slug's like, this bitch is dead. Let's get in her. That's what happened. Like, hey, what if she's still alive? She's like, look at her. She's dead.
Buggering the slug?
Yeah.
Buggering?
Which we talked about. We don't know if that's like another animal or if that's like a little monster or we don't know. The boys,
Like a chest
Hopper,
burster.
Joyce. The boys, Hopper, Joyce, and the teen, the older kids. They were all together,
Yeah.
but then now they're split apart
Captured.
again.
Joyce and Hopper are going
Captured.
to the place.
They're there.
Department
They're
of
there.
Energy.
They're there. They're
Department of Energy.
captured.
They got
Now all the young kids
Stay back.
They're at the high school.
are at the high
No.
school.
No, they're not.
And then Jonathan
John.
and Nancy are going
Yeah.
to
Find
the
the
place.
monster.
Yeah, they're going out in
Traps.
the woods.
Mm-hmm.
Where
And-
Steve will find them and get eaten.
Could happen.
Maybe.
What are you doing?
He's untucking his shirt again.
Dick in the way again. I hate that happens.
Happens to me a lot.
He's in the way.
It always gets stuck in my sock.
Quit putting socks down your pants trying to make it seem bigger.
Yeah, and Steve actually told the other two to bugger off. Did I do that right?
Yeah.
Good.
That's it. Hit the button. Let's start.
Weak ass
Hit it.
socks.
Right.
That's right.
That's right.
Shit. Love how, like, even though he's been beaten and shocked and stabbed and needled and shit, he's still in control.
Needle.
Didn't hear that's been the most activity.
Yeah.
I guess.
Closest to the woods.
Shit, yeah.
Fucking gasoline.
That box is
Fireball.
so heavy.
Fireball. Remember from the D&D game? Fireball.
The atmosphere is toxic.
Why my son's in there?
No.
It's been there for like a week.
Right?
Nancy was in there too.
Right?
Damn, now we're in like an aliens episode.
Maybe those spores get in there and fucking grow slugs or some shit.
Similar. But
There's no way of dancing to this.
You gotta dance at the 80s.
When were you born?
What?
shove this up your nose.
Ah, the upside down. It just called.
Bow!
Turn your shirt inside out and then turn it over.
Keep it on.
I can't tell what the fuck's going on.
They're turning upside down.
I'm keeping it upside down.
No.
That's what it's called.
Oh shit, they're panning faster.
Too fat to do anymore.
In and out. Slow, slow, slow. In and out with me. In.
Oh shit.
Oh, I feel feels.
So that's Hop's daughter. And Will's mom.
You're really pulling that.
They both.
That's the conclusion you're drawing?
Yeah.
You're a terrible artist.
Ready?
What?
Yeah,
Me and
Yeah,
We just talked about this.
do it fucking here. I have no feeling here, but
Jonathan, stop that.
I'm just saying, you don't have
3.
Beak. Steve? No. It is Steve.
Steve Hole.
Shit.
Oh, fuck. He might really get eaten, Aaron.
He's gonna step in a bear trap.
Yeah, explain.
Oh,
explain
shit.
that.
Don't step on the trap, Steve. Don't step on the traps.
He jumped over.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Dude, his world just changed in a second. Like they at least had like some time to process and stuff. Damn it.
Jeez.
Show's turning my feelings upside down.
You got to get going before you get got.
Weren't the his friends like, run away, Steve, run away?
Yeah.
Oh
Oh
shit.
fuck!
Oh shit.
Hang on it!
Close your fucking mouth! Get the bat and stuff it in his face.
He got saliva in his mouth.
You're out.
Yeah, Steve,
Yeah, he's not running this time.
watch out for the traps. Oh, it's sort of
Does he
see.
have the baseball bat?
Yeah.
Oh, see that shit?
Yeah.
Oh! Burn that fucker! I love Zippos.
Zippos are amazing.
Oh, shit, fireball!
Good.
What are you doing? Let it burn!
He's gonna save the house.
Who gives a shit?
It's
all fucked
gone
up
now. Oh. Nope. You're not dead.
Nope.
Oh.
So just their presence.
Yeah. They're backing up like, shit, what's going on?
So they're
I think it's basically.
Oh shit! Look.
See?
I'm not. Yeah, they can hear him whisper, right?
I don't think it
Oh, he goes in for it.
Grab her titties and shit.
She doesn't know anything about that.
Oh my!
That smile. And oh.
And the music.
Oh no.
Fucking Brenner. That bitch.
Come on.
Get her.
Shit, she's making the lights. Oh, she's bleeding.
This bitch. Oh, all
Oh
of them.
my gosh.
Oh! Oh, she snapped all the brain stems or something. That bitch, though.
I wouldn't want to date her.
Got that fucking bitch.
Jeez.
No. She take out enemies like that, I'm done.
She's not gonna be my family member. She's not gonna be dating. Nothing.
Just don't fuck with her, man.
Melanie had that power.
You'd be dead a long time ago.
Dead.
Step away from the child.
No! You want her? You have to kill us first. That's right. Eat shit!
Damn it.
They're gonna kill us. They're gonna kill us. Oh shit.
Fuck.
Coming.
There's a lot of blood in there.
Yeah, there is.
Blood.
Let him run!
Yeah, Dustin.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, shit. Oh!
What?
Oh, what's in his mouth? Is that a slug?
No, it's a thing.
Oh, it's going into his fucking mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
shit.
shit.
Whip it out. You got to. Is he alive? Oh! Oh, that's fucking deep. Oh. That's not good. Oh. Ooh, fucking shoot that thing.
Force the baseball bat.
Fuck.
Damn it. It looks burnt.
Yeah, it's burned. Just let you go.
Get the wrist rocket now.
How is that changed?
Get the rocks. It's not gonna work, guys. Come on. Aim for the eyes. Oh yeah. There are none.
Shit.
That's a big one.
David and Goliath kind of moment here.
Right down his gob!
Oh! Fire the proton torpedoes! And the exhaust port.
Hell. She helped it. She helped it, didn't she?
11, stop!
From her eyes.
Goodbye, Mike.
What?
I don't know. Shit. It's covered. Oh, she's gone.
She's gone too.
Well, it blew up, but did she? She didn't blow up.
Dear Mom, I love you so much. I love you so much. I love you more than anything in the world. Please. Blood pressure keeps dropping.
Yeah.
Her pulse is falling. Please, please come back to me.
Come on, kid!
Please wake up. Please,
Come on, Will. Check his fucking stomach for slugs.
It'd be like Ron Weasley.
Yeah.
Guys, stop! Pull stop! Guys, pull stop!
Like, dude.
He's like fucking Frodo.
Yeah.
From the
like,
game.
yeah.
Did you see him push him out of the way?
You had a funeral.
Jennifer Hayes was crying.
And Troy peed himself.
My girl at his funeral. I get him.
Yeah. It's got to be a camera that size.
Like, you can look at my window any day. Look a little more.
Alright.
There goes.
What, for L? Keeps her in the woods? What's going on? Fuck, what's wrong with him? Well, shit, he did call up slugs!
I don't know what that thing in the fucking sewer.
Did, ah! Did he do what L does?
What is, you mean, this no, it's just Dungeons and Dragons, right?
Man, this is running it. Damn it. That's good. It enough resolution, but
I wonder if there's gonna be another season.
hope so.
There is.
If there isn't, it would still be a decent ending.
There's
It
season
sets
2.
it up for one.
Yeah.
There's season 2.
Definitely leaves it open.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that it's guaranteed, but
Guaranteed.
Did they have after credit scenes in the 80s?
I don't know.
no, doesn't look like it.
What'd you think?
I thought it was great. I mean, I have more questions than I thought I would at the end, but I guess that's still good, right?
Yeah. I mean, if this isn't the end of the series, then I feel like I hate being at the end of a series and having just more questions. And
But
answers.
sometimes it's still
Yeah.
good to have some mysteries, I
Yeah.
guess.
It depends
or
on the-
you can fill them in yourself.
It depends on the ending. But when it's
Yeah.
that much, I'm like,
Yeah.
I feel like it was too much there if they didn't.
No,
keep
I
it
get
long.
you.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd be pissed.
Okay. You guys satisfied with that ending, though?
I mean, I think we all agree that
I just had a
there's
couple.
just more questions than we thought they were going
The
to be.
only
at
thing
the
I'm
end.
unsatisfied with, and just to get it out of the way, is I don't know how Will used the alphabet thing. Like, she writes an alphabet on her side of the wall, but we don't have, like, there's no, like, we didn't, like, see an alphabet on that side of the wall. Like, how did he see through the dimensional veil to tell if, what light to light up? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
There was no answer to that question.
I don't know either, but maybe he had flashes of seeing the real world, just like when he was in this world, he saw flashes of seeing the Upside Down.
So they say that the air is toxic, and he was in there for a long fucking time.
Yeah, a week.
Yeah, and he had that shit down.
So
his
how
fucking
has the
throat.
upside down affected Will?
And it could have been that, like, in the beginning when he was first in there, the lights were flickering and stuff. But it was a longer time until, like, 4 episodes in, whenever he was doing, like, the lights.
Maybe it took time.
So, yeah, maybe he was in there long enough that he was able to... It was like a weird little transition thing like that, where he could see stuff. And then he just, like, put a hand on the wall,
I guess that's possible.
One thing to
yeah.
remember, who's all been in the upside down and breathed the toxic air? And how do you think it'll affect them going forward?
Well, Hopper and Joyce have breathed it
Hopper.
for at least a little tiny bit.
And
Yeah.
so did Nancy.
Nancy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I
And
mean,
and Jonathan.
Jonathan was never in it.
He was never in the
Oh, he
upside
wasn't?
down.
No.
No, he just reached through and
Oh,
grabbed her.
yeah. And there's 6 other people
Well, they're
taken.
The 6 of them were all in the fucking library.
So we know Barb's one.
You know, I actually wrote that down too. Like when they were looking for answers about the missing children, and the Hopper and the other police went to the library to look for it, and then the upside down, the missing child was in the library. I wonder if that's supposed to be like just a fun little connection or
Library.
mere idea that we could have. But I just wanted to know why a library. Maybe it's just a big place, I guess.
Subconscious message.
But I thought it'd be-
continue education.
I thought it'd be a kind of a fun thing where it's like, well, when you're looking for the information about the kids, the kid is actually in the library.
Yeah.
Kind of fun. Well, I know Will, Barb, 2 hunters, and then Shepard was the one guy that went missing from the electricity place, right? The Department of Energy.
Is it counting him? Well,
I
also,
did because I
there's
couldn't.
also the first scientist from the first episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's that guy
In the
too.
elevator.
So
Is that 6?
that gives me 2, 3, 4, 5, and Shepard would be 6 if they're
Okay,
counting Shepard.
so that's what they're counting.
Maybe, unless they're counting other people. But
Who was on the floor in the library? Was that Barb?
That was Barb.
I don't think it was
I couldn't
Barb, was
see.
It looked like Barb.
I don't
to
think
me.
it was.
I don't know.
It could have been.
When I first saw it, I thought Barb, and then I was like,
When we,
I don't know if it is or
At
not.
first, I
in
thought
the
it was
vision-
Will at first.
it looked like Will, but in the vision we saw Barb laying down in that
Yeah.
same
Yeah,
position.
from her, but I don't think that one in this last episode. It didn't look like her. I don't think.
Back further.
It's got red hair.
It's got red hair and it's got her same shirt on.
Yeah, it's got that.
No,
like
okay, yeah. If
That's
you
got
turn your head,
Barb.
it does look like Barb.
Yeah, I think
a
it
blue,
is.
is that like that blue sweat? Oh, that's that
The blue, yeah.
sweater thing.
She had like a jacket or something like that.
Is her
Right?
chest
Well, when
fucking
she was
like...
when she was over the pool though. Did she have a
Yeah,
towel?
she,
on?
had, she,
What was
didn't she didn't get wet, so she didn't have a towel.
She was wearing.
No,
blue.
she didn't have a towel. She never got in.
So yeah, that looks like her.
Alright.
Why'd you?
Is her
Why do you
chest?
guys do that?
Is her chest like exploded?
Yeah, it's like tore out and stuff.
Is it?
Kind of looks like there's a hole in the middle of it.
Like you don't see ribs or a sternum or anything right here.
Are you-
Like,
that
you see
could
them
be the
peeled back here
foreground
and
of
here.
like web shit. I don't-
Yeah.
Could be.
Why-
Dang it!
Why'd you do that?
I'm trying to.
No, I think they're. I don't know.
I don't think it is.
You think it's Barb?
No, I think it's Barb. I don't think her chest is ripped open though.
It looks like it is. Though.
I'm saying like this right here looks like it could be like the indentation of a hole, and then it has shit over it.
Yeah, but you also have all the stuff over it that kind of.
That's what I'm
clutches it
saying.
up
It's
and
a shit over it, but
like
I don't know.
this
I don't think the
and
shit over it is in front of the camera. I think it's on top of her.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. I mean, she's just dead,
Yeah.
and no one wasn't like
Died
there
alone.
was no like fucking newspaper like Barb dead.
Yeah.
You know, they were like dead.
I wrote that down because I was like, Barb wasn't at library because I didn't think that was her. So, but then also like they had the slugs like climbing out of her mouth, which then we saw Will spit one up.
Yeah.
It's like, what is that like a larva?
I think that they put that shit down your throat and
Incubate.
it incubates inside of you, and then whenever you eventually it just bursts through your chest and you die or something. I don't know.
Maybe it's just fucking eating you.
Yeah, just like any like parasitic or
But
even just regular fucking.
Do they
animal
then
that,
grow
so.
into the flower guys?
I don't know. I'd assume so. If it took Will and did that to them, and then Will is now spitting up slugs.
So they bring that into their dimension now, like another one. Is that what's gonna happen? He's gonna turn into it, or he's gonna spit up slugs that turn into those,
Is there only one fucking slug?
or is
there
this the
7?
beginning to slither?
I don't know. I've never seen
It's a
slug.
good fucking movie.
I'm saying like, is there only one slug that he spit up, and now it's in the fucking sewer, or is there 7 or 15? Stranger
mean-
Things.
He didn't seem to know what was going on.
Did it seem like the first time it happened to him?
No. Not to me.
It's
It
not
definitely
to me
felt
either.
like,
It's
oh,
been a month.
I've got to go wash my hands.
Yeah.
And he didn't wash his hands, and he just stood there and
Yeah.
like coughed one up, and he didn't seem surprised to see it.
He's
Then he
pretty
just
calm.
put it down the drain.
So
He did seem surprised at that weird little dimensional flip thing.
Yeah. Like it might be getting worse or more frequent.
So we don't know if the cause of the slugs in his body. I mean, I'm assuming I would say that it is from the shit going down his throat.
Yeah.
It could also be like the toxicity.
The spore thing.
I don't like that idea, but if it was, then everybody that's been there could also have that next season too.
True. Because he was just in it a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like it has to be that live fucking tentacle that's down his throat,
thing,
you know?
man.
Because
Fuck.
what else was that there for? Disgusting.
I don't know.
Right? Like, what else could it have
seemed
been?
like
I
it
mean,
was
it's not like giving him fucking air.
latched to his
Yeah.
lips and stuff too.
Maybe it's keeping him alive so that the
And
thing
so that
can,
it can
feed
eat him?
longer.
It's like it's a refrigerating unit?
Maybe.
That's a possibility.
I mean, it's basically what the xenomorphs did.
Well, what
too.
did this fucking thing do before the explosion into the new dimension?
Well, yeah, because we didn't see anything else in there.
Has it always been able to come over to
We
the
didn't
Earth?
go any of the other buildings
I
or
don't think
anything.
I
I mean,
think
there
so
was,
either.
there was
I
no
don't think so
evidence.
Yeah. I mean, if that little larva thingy or that slug is a little monster, then that's confirmed that it's the only fucking monster right now, right? Or it's the only type of animal there. I mean, we don't know if there's more than one. We've only seen one here, though.
Yeah, unless that was like the queen and it was like trying to make
Yeah.
more.
Like we
Xenomorph.
talked about, like, you know, like the lone wolf or tiger or shark thing, where they have like a huge area where they can like feed inside of it.
Lion. Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe there are more. We just don't see them because
Well, yeah,
they're territorial.
If their world's just as big as our world,
Yeah,
that one covered Hawkins,
Yeah.
whatever. That,
Yeah.
There could be
Okay.
another one easily covering Marietta, you know?
and there has to be
Yeah.
something for it to fucking eat and reproduce in there too.
I'm sure there
there has to be
is.
something.
Yeah.
Because it's
Unless it just
it's a
eats-
carnivore.
It eats the fauna? Flora?
Flora.
Flowers and cave.
And you know, it's not a complaint. I think it's kind of funny, and you can just say that they got help from the citizens of the town. But that house was in good condition afterwards. It actually got fucking burnt. And,
A month later.
Yeah. Burnt the fuck out of, and nails every.
Well,
and
they
nails
they
in
put the
front.
fire out pretty quick.
Yeah.
I mean,
It
you
just-
also
Really, the only thing
That
that's all
carpet
messed.
is like invincible.
Really, the only thing is just lights up and
they also
It's
had the
dirty.
publicity of the sun coming back to life, which could have been in there and
That's
whatnot,
true.
and things could from that. Like,
Give
oh
us
my
money.
gosh, their
I mean-
son came back, whatever, and like they're having this, and then they just got a little bit of a donations here and there to help them, you know.
Shoot, there was one guy, like at the Super Bowl or something like that. He had a sign like, "Hey, mom, send beer money," and he had some like his PayPal account or something like that. Just a bunch of people saw it on TV, and they sent him like $30,000.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he donated it to charity. But
And obviously, the end. You know, when they were talking about the D&D campaign, it was too short, and there's unanswered questions.
well, they said Lost Night, Proud Princess, and Flowers in the Cave. When I heard flowers, I thought like maybe like the spores or the mushrooms or the fucking eggs, whatever those things are. That could be like, what about that? What about this? What about this?
Yeah,
the show is
definitely,
telling
like-
us, hey, we still have questions. It's not over, or it wasn't long enough. Or
it definitely
something like
felt like the Proud Prince was Hopper. Like
Proud
what's
Princess.
going on in Proud Prince or
Yeah, Lost Night.
Lost Night.
that.
Yeah.
Lost Night, I was thinking it could have been Elle. She was lost and she was the fighter. Like she fought the Demogorgon at the end.
Yeah.
That could be Elle. Proud Princess could be Nancy.
What do you think Elle is?
I don't know.
Dead.
I don't. I don't know.
I don't know either.
She didn't
There's
blow
not
up.
enough evidence.
She didn't blow up
Like,
like,
she
the
just-
Demogorgon did.
She just kind of disappeared into his dust.
Yeah.
It looks like she was like there one frame and then gone the next frame.
Yeah.
I don't know if she blew up.
Yeah, but then why is Hop having a cache where he puts the Egos and stuff in there?
That's the thing.
Is he just like, does he actually know that Elle's still out there? And
I don't
he's
know
actually
either.
giving food? Or is it more of like a...
He feels bad because
like he's hoping she's still there?
Yeah.
You know? Maybe just something he's doing to feel better?
like I didn't like they didn't set up anything.
There's a
like,
reason he's in the woods. I don't know what it is, but I can't imagine it's that.
Can't imagine it's what?
It's because he feels bad.
well, I don't. They didn't do anything where like he did anything like that for his own daughter, right? There's
Not
nothing.
that we
There's
know
nothing
of.
mirroring that. Jonathan, when he got pinned down, he got saliva into his mouth. That's not going to be anything, right? Like that thing was like open up and it had saliva going into his mouth.
I don't know. It
I don't
didn't.
think
It didn't
it's-
look like it was supposed to go in his mouth. Like most of it got like on his chin and
Okay.
neck.
I feel like it'd be too much to just have like 7 people all with
I think it
this.
would be too much too. I'm
You
just
know?
trying to think.
Having one person with it I
Yeah.
like, and then maybe he spreads it somehow, you know?
yeah.
Yeah, like
He goes and kisses frickin' whoever was Jessica Carpenter or whatever her name was that was crying at the
at the funeral.
funeral
Yeah.
and puts a slug in her mouth. Now
Fuck.
she's got it.
Get the fucking faculty.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that shit.
That shit, yeah. Dude,
Yeah,
have you ever
dude.
seen The Faculty? Oh,
Not
fuck, I
seen
need to tell
The
Discord.
Faculty.
It's good shit.
Discord October, watch The Faculty. Fucking
Faculty is good. I'll get on for that.
Good, yeah.
I'll get on for
What was your next topic, Shane?
that. Did we basically go over the fact that at the end of the show they're talking about it's too short of a campaign. We got so many questions.
Yeah.
We
I wrote
talked
down
about
that, like,
we talked about the 3
it was
questions.
10 hours last night, yada yada.
This
And
was
then
8
this,
hours.
this is 8
Well, we
hours,
kinda-
and where did Elle go, and what happened with the car that picked up Hop, you know, and...
Yeah.
Okay, well, how did you guys feel about how they handled those flashback scenes with Hop?
Oh, with the little girl.
That was
Now,
That made me emotional as hell because
Yeah.
I guess I kept thinking about my daughter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My daughters.
when she had hair, she had blue and like light blue and blue things in her hair. Like she had the 2 ponytails, whatever.
Mm.
And then whenever she died, and he's talking to his wife, he had blue and light blue bracelet on. I wonder if it's actually like his daughter's hair bands or something.
I don't
It was neat getting a background of Hop's story, though,
Absolutely.
while at the same time, like, progressing the regular storyline and everything.
Yeah.
I liked that. I liked the way they did that.
Well, and it's so clearly you see what haunts him, without it also complicating the present day story.
Well, yeah, it all was
see that
working.
thing?
know. Okay, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what she had in her hair.
It all was working great within like what was currently
Absolutely.
going on. You know, the breathe, the
Yeah.
CPR and everything.
Yeah.
Like, because, cancer is cells multiplying at a huge rate, and that, they're treated as what, foreign to the body, and that's what breaks everything fucking down.
Mm-hmm.
And then him, Will, he has these foreign things in his body too. So the mirror image of that, it might not be intentional as trying to mirror one thing to another, because obviously it's a matter of losing a child, but I thought that was interesting as well. Fuck, man.
Well, yeah, you
when
gotta
he was
remember-
when he was in the stairwell and he moaned,
Yeah.
like in that, what I love when actors do this, not like masculine at all. It was just a wounded animal moan.
Yeah.
I love when they can get rid of their ego enough to do that kind of stuff.
And it makes you think of the scene where earlier he called his wife. We didn't really know it was his wife back then.
We figured
yeah.
it was his
Yes,
wife.
it was his
Well,
wife.
I
Yeah.
figured
Whenever
it
the
too.
baby was crying on the phone and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that was his wife.
So it also shows that she kind of moved on, got married, banged some other dude, had another kid,
Yeah.
and then he's still kind of lost.
I was also thinking too, like, it's implied that him and Joyce have some kind of history. Like, he could have been from Hawkins, went to another town, had a wife, had a kid, and then whenever the kid died and the wife moved on, whatever, he came back to Hawkins.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then he becomes police chief there because he has all that experience, but now he's just back at his, shitty hometown
Yeah.
or whatever, or nice hometown except for this shit.
Yeah.
Benner. Is Benner dead?
Apparently.
I think that whole school was.
It looked
Yeah.
like he was
Like
dead.
everybody.
I feel like with a villain like that, you would have more. Like the bitch had more of a death than he did.
Yeah, but that was L.
I'm saying, is that on purpose? Did they purposely mean
what
that
I'm
wasn't?
thinking, and I don't know. I've read like a ton of interviews, so I know some stuff that we're gonna talk about, but I don't know anything about that. But I'm thinking that they wanted to leave it open because one of those things like Jurassic Park 1 when Ian,
No, I get what you're saying.
in the book he kind of died.
What I'm saying is that if it was meant for him to be dead, they didn't show enough for me to be satisfied. But if he's supposed to be, or if he's going to be alive and shows up again, I'm like, well, how the hell did he get out of that thing?
Right.
You know? It's like, I'm unsatisfied with that part of the story. Like, what happened to him?
Yeah, I don't know.
I suppose
I
they
don't-
probably had more content and they had to cut it down for the 48 minutes or whatever.
I think he's alive.
Netflix is pretty usually cool about that. I don't know.
And then maybe the second season, if I think he's alive, they're gonna explain how he lived. Maybe.
Hopefully.
They could.
But this had to air, didn't it? Like it wasn't strictly on Netflix.
No, it's only for Netflix. They made this
It's a Netflix
Netflix
original.
exclusive.
It's a
Okay.
Netflix original. Like Marcos, right?
Yeah, like
And-
Marcos or House of
No,
Cards
there's a
or
Marco Polo. That's what it is, right?
Narcos.
Is Narcos?
Well,
There's also Marco Polo.
Okay,
Yeah,
I was mixing those two
yeah.
together. I said Marcos.
Marcos. Polos.
And then there's also
Dos Polos.
The Crown. Is gonna. I don't know if it's out yet or not, but it's about like
Haven't
Queen
heard of
Elizabeth and stuff
Oh,
like that. It's
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
be a Netflix original. They've been doing a lot of those.
And Voltron.
Voltron, Fairy
There was
Tales,
a million of those.
Rest-
or no, seven Hells.
No, this was just. That's why it's
Fucking
Seven
Hell, Richie Rich.
That's why it's so impressive that this did so well, because it was a Netflix exclusive. You know.
Well, House of Cards did really well too.
Well, of course, yeah, but I never.
Richie Rich
I don't
sucked.
think. I don't think that House of Cards got to this level, because this was all over the place.
Yeah.
Things, you know.
yeah.
I mean, I love House of Cards, of course.
Yeah,
I'm just saying that
definitely.
The fever pitch of this was pretty crazy.
Do you think there's a thing with like the mirror image of like it was showing her dying, them doing CPR, and then Will.
Yeah.
But then they were doing it in the upside down, and he lived and came out of it.
Oh yeah.
Is that a thing like with the upside down versus like the opposite of the mirror? You know what I mean?
Yeah, in the
Or was
real
it
world,
just-
his daughter died in the simulacrum.
What, do you
or
mean
the
that-
fake world?
Are you
He lived.
Yeah.
are you saying like you're not saying that like because she died he lived?
No.
Or you're saying like it's just a
Saying
mirror
it's
image thing?
just the mirror
Okay.
image
All
thing,
right.
and it
I
being
got
in the
confused.
upside down. He
Yeah.
lived in the upside down.
It's like poetry.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I thought it was brilliant.
Because they
Oh,
kept
yeah,
on,
the editing
just
with
with all
that,
the
yeah.
nods of like the tube in her mouth and the tube in his mouth
course.
and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. Just all the nods to it, and then like the CPR.
With the teddy
and
bear on the ground.
when she died in his flashbacks in the real world, then he came back in the upside down.
Yeah.
Well, that's when it diversed, and instead of dying, he
Yeah.
lived. So he was reliving everything. You know what I mean?
The music in that part was pretty great. I guess.
Yeah.
That was really good.
So there is only one Demogorgon, right?
So far,
That we know of.
Yeah, we don't know.
except for the little slugs.
Okay.
And now there's at least one more that we've seen.
Fucking slugs.
Good.
I fucking
I
hate
just-
these fucking things.
Now the slugs in the upside down, are they going to mature?
I would have to say so.
Like the one that was crawling out of
Barb.
Barb,
Was
like
bigger.
that was bigger than the one
That was a couple days ago
yeah.
in the timeline, right?
Yeah.
Fuck this thing.
So
Remember,
like they mature enough to like crawl out and then they continue feeding.
Continue.
Or maybe he can't eat humans, but he can eat those slugs. So
you know what it makes me
the
think
slugs
of?
can eat humans, so he just farms them. Yeah.
What I'm not sure about on it is like they fought at the house, and then it went back into its dimension, and it was bleeding, and was like crawling away, and they followed it back to the library,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden it popped out fine at the school.
Didn't seem fine.
Right? It seemed fine, didn't it? It was burned up.
I don't have enough experience to know what it's like when it's by itself.
Yeah, but
It's fine.
it was still just stomping around like normal. It seemed
Yeah.
and jumping around, killing everything.
Well, I mean, it seems to be able to take bullets pretty well. I think
Yeah.
it was bleeding, but
It can't take baseball bats or L.
it's they were bleeding when they cut their hands,
Yeah.
and then they were fine, doing shit. But
I mean, there was just a lot of blood, and then it seemed like there was no blood,
yeah,
and it just got to the school.
yeah.
But they were tracking it, and it just took them back to their hive, and it didn't take them back to the school. That seems weird. You know what I mean?
Like maybe
I
it
mean,
went back there
it
and like,
dropped Will off and then went to the school.
yeah, but it
for
already
search for
had
more
Will.
blood. It dropped
It's kind of like
Will
Lord
off.
of the Rings. Like it cuts away
Well,
to another
it
scene,
would've
and then the character
Taking
travels.
Will from Castle Byers, taking
Yeah.
it to the library,
Yeah.
went to their house, fought him,
Mhm.
left there, bled all the way back to the library again, and then went to the school.
Maybe
Maybe it was like
that.
feeding on him.
I'm gonna say maybe that fucking thing coming out of his mouth is him like sucking shit up
He just, oh,
like
I'm
a
good.
pixie stick.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like
He's like,
fucking little kid pixie stick.
I don't know.
It's also funny that he's like, fuck, these 3 teenagers fucked me up. I'm gonna go kill these soldiers.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Well, there was a lot of blood. I guess he couldn't resist.
I mean, blood has been said a lot.
Yeah, those sharks, man.
Sharks love blood.
Blood,
Blood.
blood, blood.
Yeah, it's pretty sharp.
Speaking
piece.
of blood, Elle fucked up those
That's what
like
I'm saying.
7 people.
And that bitch. At least
That-
the bitch that killed
that
Benny.
bitch!
She got it.
Yeah.
She got
She
that
got it.
burger right in the
She got
fucking
one of the
face.
worst deaths.
She did.
Yeah.
Other than that one guy with the spoon through his head in
That's
the kitchen.
true, Yeah.
Barbara's the worst death of them all.
What?
though.
What?
Yeah.
Imagine dying
Yeah.
alone in that place.
And she even
One of
kind
the
of
two
almost
guys
got
in,
away
in the
too.
kitchen
Like when she
Stop.
was in the pool,
when
she
that
almost
hell
got
was
away.
escaping. Like he got a spoon shoved through his head.
Yeah.
Who did?
One of the guys in the kitchen.
One of the guys
Where
in Benny
Benny
died.
Oh,
in
yeah,
Benny's
yeah.
Burgers.
Benny's Burgers, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I
Like
remember
one
that.
guy had like a head that was backwards, and the other guy had like a spoon through his head.
Oh, okay.
Steve saving John?
Yeah, and Steve.
Oh yeah, Steve and Jonathan, or Steve
Well,
and her.
Nancy
together.
shot it until it got off of Jonathan, and then it turned to her, and that's where Steve jumped in.
Yeah.
So he was like protecting her.
Yeah, but even I think.
I don't think he's sitting there waiting.
I think,
Come on.
I think the cool thing
Kill him.
about. I think the cool thing about Steve is like they're like leave, get out of here.
Run like you always do.
He goes to his car.
Run away.
And then I was thinking about like the kids from last episode, being like, "Run, Steve! Classic Steve, run away!" And I'm like, he ain't fucking run. He's gonna go back. So I like that. But
Man, could you run from a situation like that? Like knowing everything that you knew up to that point.
Which wasn't
Like,
much.
If
which
my friend-
was not very
These
much at
people
all.
are in here with bear traps, guns, and baseball
If I
bats.
like the girl
It's
as much as he
something
seems,
Yeah,
cool.
but if I
like,
made up my mind I wanted that girl, then hell yeah.
they were strangers. No. Or yes, or whatever whatever you ask. I get the fuck out, I get in my car, and my car didn't turn on, I'd try to run, the thing would probably catch me. But you know what? I would die on my face because I've been running away. Yeah. You know how they say like Uruk-hai and Lord of the Rings, they don't armor their back because they'll never run from battle? I'll only armor my back.
What if you come around a corner and there's bad guys in front
I'll
of
just
you?
come like this.
Just turn around.
Like a spoon.
Like a fucking turtle.
I have a spoon and I can look around the corner.
A spoon.
Yeah.
If I made my mind I wanted that girl, then yeah, I would. Or my friends were in there.
Of course,
then
yeah.
Hell yeah, I would.
If there were strangers in there,
Honestly, probably.
like
What if
knowing
Calvin-
what you,
What if Calvin?
Because you know how I am about people I don't know.
you guys know I can take care of myself.
What if it was Calvin in there? Finding by
I
himself.
didn't go after Calvin. What are you talking about?
Calvin's just asking.
If it's any one of my, you guys are.
He hasn't hit us with spoons.
Okay, you said a girl.
Yeah,
There's a
motherfucker.
girl in there. I
Calvin's
wanted.
my dude. Why do you think I give him fast food first?
Yeah.
Yeah, if any of my fucking friends or family, I would go back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or a
That's
hot
my
girl.
fucking in-laws, though. I'm just kidding.
They don't
She'd have
watch
to be
this.
really hot if I didn't know
Depending.
her.
That'd be really hot.
If I didn't know her.
Oh, okay.
No, you know what? I'd probably go. I'd honestly probably go back for any girl.
Any girl.
Well, honestly,
There's some like even like with the little girl and the cancer thing. Like little girls hurt. Like
oh yeah, it was a
I
kid.
can't
It
take
was
that.
kids in there. Yeah.
would you go back for Chloe Bennett?
fuck yeah.
Would you
of
go back
course.
for Barb?
Yeah, I go back for Bart.
Yeah, I wouldn't know that.
You paused though.
At least I think
He
honest.
paused. He
I'm trying-
thought about.
Like when I said like if it was strangers, I'm thinking of like like the
Like
the Hicks
two-
you see like
two
at the gas
guys,
station. I'm like, oh,
like the guy
God.
Supernatural who died in the beginning.
Yeah, like those guys.
Honestly, this is selfish, but I might be motivated to go back for
Steve.
social political gain, like to be a hero. Like if I didn't know the
If
people,
I save them, I'll be in the newspaper and everyone will know my name.
Like if you
I'll
were,
get more followers on Instagram.
if you were in a written movie with that motivation, you would 100% be killed.
Yeah.
Maybe, but then again, like this kind of goes with Nancy being with Steve. How do you feel about that? I thought that was really honest.
I feel like it's realistic.
Yeah, I think it's very
rather
honest.
than like being. But it's. I mean, I don't need to be like. This is a show with a fucking giant monster and slugs come out of your fucking stomach and shit. Like, I don't know. I'm glad that she gave him the camera, or Steve got him the camera, or whatever the fuck that was supposed to be.
It is Steve.
All right.
What? Says who?
Says interviews of like questions I've looked at, like frequently asked questions. Like,
Oh,
what's
they
this
just say shit. They don't know.
the writers, the creators, the
They
brothers,
don't
the
know shit.
the
They don't know shit. They're
They
just
know
making it up afterwards.
But no, like we're
Pleasing people.
by watching the show.
Steve
there's,
got it. Okay.
There's no way of knowing by watching the show that Steve bought the camera, gave it to Nancy to give to Jonathan. Right?
Why didn't he just give it to himself?
The only thing you know of is that
Pride.
he
I can see
knew.
that.
No,
there
it's like
was a
no, they
camera,
write
you know?
things and they don't include in the show. Like, well, we know this character's motivation.
not-
We know this character's motivation.
Okay.
It's extra information.
Yeah, what I'm saying, watching the show, there's no way of seeing
Yeah.
and knowing that that's what happened.
But
I kind of thought that
Yeah.
actually when he said you give it to him good.
You can think that.
he at least knew that it was happening.
but I
Maybe
never-
they.
Yeah. You know that he knew the camera was somewhere that, but Nancy can be like, hey, I'm gonna get him the camera back.
Yeah.
He was
Honestly, I
"That's a
thought
good
it was
idea."
kind of funny because like after he said it, he was staring off in the distance, like, I'm
Yeah.
the guy. You know what I mean? Like I kind of thought it was like obvious.
You know what? I can forgive Steve for everything except for what he said to
Yeah.
Jonathan about his
brother.
brother.
And
Like
his mom.
that's the only thing keeping me from being like, yeah, that is probably a realistic way of how things would go down. I just hate that he did that.
Yeah.
So but I like the Jonathan Nancy. If there's a season 2, maybe we'll get into that again. But right now, they're friends, and at least that she doesn't think he's a creep, and he doesn't think that she's a basic bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now they're gonna keep making out with other people, and he's gonna keep taking pictures of her.
Well, at least there's a possibility. And as of right now,
She gave him permission to now, right?
Yeah, she gave him the camera with the note.
With the note.
so the snowball, is that around Christmas? It had to be, right?
Gotta be.
A Christmas pageant. So
Yeah.
Elle didn't fucking get to go.
Poor Mike.
Man, he just taught her about that, and then she didn't get to go.
What'd you think of the kiss? With the kiss reaction from her, where she's just kind of like,
I liked her reaction more than I liked like the kiss, but
Yeah.
I thought it was funny. You know,
yeah.
it definitely lent some. I don't know.
Well, like she was just sitting there and he did it, and she was just kind of like,
Because we said this last
What do I do?
episode. Like,
What's this?
she shouldn't have any
Yeah.
like she's
She
never
ha-
been around that.
yeah.
She's never watched a movie.
I
She
mean,
has no
was-
concept of what that
Would,
even
Yeah.
is.
would her papa have like kissed her on the cheek or anything? You think, or he probably wouldn't have done that.
I think she might have an idea of an affection. It's biological too, so I think she would feel like
Yeah.
like the pheromones and everything else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I liked her reaction. Like, wait, well,
The shock.
she doesn't know. She has no
I
idea
mean,
what that is.
she would have felt the feeling, but she wouldn't have understood what that feeling is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
No, that was a cool moment. I liked that.
Mike the pudding.
You just scream.
That was my favorite. That was probably the funniest part of the episode for me.
I'm just really curious on where Hopper went in that car,
Yeah.
and then like what like. You guys talking about the deal and stuff during it too. Of like, well, we don't know what the deal is. Like, we even don't know what the deal is. Did we?
No,
was
we
there
weren't
something-
in the room.
Was there something we missed from the deal?
Well,
Well,
because he
but
said,
the-
"Here's what we're going to do. You're going to do this. You're going to do that."
He said that you're going to give me everything we need. You're going to let us in there. We're going to find the sun, and then we'll never talk about this again. That was the deal, right?
That was
Yeah, and
that was what he said.
To
but-
Brenner.
We don't know
to-
the other
but
side.
Brenner might have had like a counter offer, and he's like, "Well,
Well,
I guess I
they,
can't
they,
do any more than this. I'll do that."
Didn't he talk to
Yes.
Joyce though about
he talked
it?
to
Like,
Joyce about it afterwards, though.
he's like,
he
we're gonna
came
find
out.
him, and then they don't. You
Yeah.
don't have
You
a
probably
clue
only
what-
told her limited information.
I don't know. I didn't feel like it. The show alluded to that at all. I felt like that's the deal, and that's what we go. And whatever's happening here is after Brenner.
Yeah,
Like there's.
Well, he
you
didn't
know,
look
there's a new
surprised. He
deal.
didn't look
I would
surprised to see
say-
him. He's like, "All right, well, I guess it's time."
I would say the plan probably didn't go as planned. They all died, and there's probably some kind of cover up going on where like there's a whole bunch of soldiers
Yeah.
and stuff dead in a school.
Like obviously the government who these people are involved with are gonna want to know what the fuck happened here. They know that he's involved, so he's waiting for him to show up. But I don't think it's because of a deal.
Yeah,
I think that like he's just a fucking badass, and he just gets in the car. You know.
like well, all right.
I don't think he was like, oh, I have to go and hang out with them for a month and come back and go to the Christmas party, you know?
No.
So I just wonder, yeah, we have no idea what it was. We also have no clue what he's doing with the cache in the forest. Like, does that... There's a couple of things that sprung to my mind, like, wait, so is Elle out here? Or is this thing somehow connected upside down? Like, I don't think so. It just came to my mind.
I think it's related to Elle, but I don't know how.
I mean, it has to be related to Elle some way.
I mean, that's why they showed the Eggos.
The
They could have
Eggos-
just put the cookies in there.
Yeah, the Eggos nod to it.
Then they showed the Eggos.
But
I
what I'm
mean-
saying is, like, is it like a tribute or is it an actual
Well,
thing?
yeah, that's what I was saying before. It's like,
Yeah.
is it a thing where like, you know, he knows that she likes Eggos, and you know he's sad about this, and he has nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
There's no one to really talk to, so he just goes and he just puts it there
Yeah.
in hopes that she maybe is still out there and will want him.
It's just a tribute.
Or
yeah.
does he actually know that she's out there somewhere, and he puts stuff in his cache? He comes back a week later, it's gone. You know,
There's
the
some
next
fucking
day.
fat hunter out there like, where's this keep coming from?
This is the best magic box.
I love this place.
So yeah,
We've never seen that cache before, right?
No.
I don't remember at all.
I don't recognize it at all. No.
Poll from last week was, what was your favorite episode of Stranger Things? Now that we've seen all of them, do you guys want to change your answer? Or you know, Shane said episode 8. I really enjoyed this episode, but there were moments I enjoyed from other ones too. That I think
Yeah.
I'm going to keep my original one. You guys going to change, or are you pretty confident with the ones from last week?
I still really enjoy the ones from last week.
Okay.
Just
I think you said
Hopper.
5 or 4.
whichever one
Yeah.
Hopper was just excessive force.
Excessive Force was my
Yeah.
favorite. But I liked a lot of parts in this one too.
7 is my favorite.
7's your favorite. I mean
last one, yeah.
I gotta say though, I mean there's moments in this one that can outshine some other stuff, like the mirror cancer and Will. Like that moment was very
It's
emotional.
the fucking Elle thing. using
I
the
think I
fucking
got
force.
I got more emotional with this, but I think the fun and excitement and
Yeah.
everything up from the 7th
And the
episode
wonder.
Okay.
is what really
Like-
got me with that. Like the
Yeah.
fucking van flip, you know, them
Yeah.
in the school bus and stuff and hiding out and
Okay.
Then Hopper
all this
coming
stuff.
in,
So,
busting
yeah.
All right,
those guys
well,
up.
we had 78 votes. We had 0% of those votes to Chapter 2. Chapter 3 got 3.85.
Basically got better and better.
Well, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's what,
Chapter 1 got 5.13%. Chapter 4 got 8.97. Chapter 6 got 8.97. Chapter 7 got 10.26. Chapter 5 got 11.54. And Chapter 8, the last one, got 51.928.
dang, really?
50% of people said Chapter 8 was their favorite.
That's crazy.
Which I can see. I really enjoyed it. That's a lot of people. And the other ones kind of got watered down by the competition, you know.
I
but,
think like
yeah.
if you watched it all and then voted after you saw it, might.
Maybe, and that's the majority of how people did it, but that's not how we did it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you watched it all in a day, you said, so you
2
can't,
days.
or 2 days, but, you know, it's probably hard for you to differentiate how you felt about each one, because as soon as one was done, you just watched it. That's the difference between us. I thought Chapter 8 was great. I thought all of it was great. I don't like
they're
fucking
all
ranked
really
things.
good.
But if I had to pick one, I enjoyed how I felt in, I think I said 4 or 5, whatever.
I think
the Flea
you
and the Acrobat.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So what are some questions we got? Because we in our Twitter, you guys know we do this. We didn't do it for most of Stranger Things because you guys were ahead of us. But now that we're all caught up and we're on the same page, what are some questions from the fans? They went to Twitter, BlindWave or at BlindWaveProd, hashtag Stranger Things Q&A. So let's tackle some before we get out of here.
Darth Shext, and also while we're at it, we'll talk about Gabe Mackey's.
Okay.
Who gave the best performance in the show? In their thoughts, it's either David Harbour, which is Hopper,
Yeah.
or Millie Bobby Brown, which is
Those
11.
are the two that immediately
Yeah.
came to my mind.
Definitely.
And Gabe also said, who was your favorite character? So, who's our favorite characters?
Hopper's
and,
my favorite character.
And who had the best performance?
Hopper's mine.
I would say L is my favorite performance.
Elle's is good, but
Probably.
it's. I don't think about it because I guess I just don't know about. Wynonna Ryder the whole time.
Yeah.
She did good too.
I was thinking about her performance.
Like I read this article saying that's probably even though she was nominated for Academy Award one time, this is probably her
best
most
work.
intense role ever, and she did it so well.
So favorite
Even
character, us three said Hopper. What was your favorite character?
I don't know. I'll probably go with Hopper, honestly.
Okay, so all four of
Like
us Hopper.
he's just. I loved.
He's like the Han Solo.
His like story from episode 1 to 8. Like
His lethargy or his
Yeah.
apathy
yeah, it
to
just
where he
caught
is
me
now.
off guard that
Yeah.
like in episode 1 I'm like, this is just some dumb cop, you know, like he's just gonna get stuck in the middle of this, he's probably gonna die, you know?
He's the
Yeah.
character with the most change, really. Right? I would say. Like, when you look at his character from the first scene to his last scene,
I mean, is
So
he
Nancy's. the
does he
most
really
changed, I
have
think.
change?
well, Barbara's the most changed.
Is he really changed
Shit.
though? Or is that just how he was, but he was just like, nothing happens in this town, I just go through
I
the
think
motions.
he was dead inside.
Well, he was like a drug addict, too, right? They kept calling him junkie, and he had a problem with pills
Yeah.
and beer and all that stuff.
Yeah.
His popping pills, he was, you know, not being very friendly with people at work. He's still kind of not, I guess, but he just seemed, he was smiling almost that entire
Yeah.
scene versus you never saw a smile on episode 1.
There's
and
a
then,
time for coffee and
Performance, I'm going to go with, Millie Bobby Brown, is that what you said? L? There's just something about the way she can say one word but have a performance that is pretty special.
Yeah. In the
Yeah.
way of like her
Yeah.
face being able to stay so blank.
But
with
she's,
stuff
like-
and like
but
Yeah,
still
it's so
express-
believable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like this, her saying like one word, like, friends, you know? Like the way she does it's so fucking good. It's so little that she has to work with and she brought so much to it. So I'm going to have to go with her.
True. And there's also one thing like saying Winona Ryder, she did a really good job,
Yeah.
but she also has years of experience.
True.
That's true.
Whereas Millie Bobby Brown, I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know how long she's been acting, but she's a lot younger and did a really good job with that. Diego Thomas says, do you think Will turn into a creature?
I'll turn into a monster?
Like, will he be a Demogorgon?
I can't imagine.
I don't think
turning
so.
Into a Demogorgon.
Barb didn't turn into anything. She's just fucking dead.
Yeah, true. We
Unless
talked
it's like a werewolf, like unless they eat your heart, you turn into a werewolf too. I don't think it's
true.
like that.
I mean, Calvin and I keep on talking about the xenomorphs and stuff from Aliens,
Yeah.
and they don't turn people into,
No.
but they use them to incubate and
Yeah.
produce more
But
creatures.
will he have abilities from his exposure? Maybe.
to the upside down.
Because he like went to the upside down for like a second or sensed it for a second. Now, whenever Elle did it, she went to that like black world. We never saw her like teleport to the upside down.
Mhm.
But he did.
Yeah.
Unless it's supposed to be like a PTSD thing, where it's like a visual cue.
Could be.
But could he have abilities? Maybe. I don't know if he'll turn into a monster. Though.
It could be interesting if he gets
He might-
abilities because
yeah.
they compared him a lot with the whole wizard thing.
Yeah.
and
could
all
be more
that.
sensitive to it now.
And
for a real fireball.
I also thought about how they compared Elle to a wizard there at the end as well,
True.
which I thought was interesting.
Yeah, she's like a wizard that.
Or if you're
Kill
going,
with
if we're
their
going
mind.
with the whole 3 things they said, she could also be the Lost Knight.
Yeah.
Like meaning she's not dead, she's just
She
lost.
could be a flower in a cave.
I thought
That too.
that Hopper was the Lost Knight. Like
I just so
he doesn't know what he's doing. Kind of.
maybe, and then she's the proud princess. I don't think that she felt any pride for anything. I don't know. Maybe
He
it's
he
up
saved
to-
the boy, the sleeping beauty type thing.
Yeah. What was the question?
Tyler says, "Are you still upset as much as me about Benny getting killed?"
Yeah.
Yes.
I have a Benny shirt now though that I can wear for the rest of my life. Once I get skinny, that's not going to happen. So
Global Marvel says some say the Demogorgon was to Elle what the Phoenix is to Jean Grey. It's her unstable, powerful, dark nature.
They were in this room at the same time.
What?
Like, it's like Elle on the... It's like the version... So, like, because there's a Buyer's Castle here, there's a Buyer's Castle there, and because there's an Elle here, there's a Demogorgon there? Is that what they're saying?
It's
Maybe they're kind of...
I don't think so.
I kind of felt that way a little bit.
I felt like that in the beginning,
What
but I
if
don't
it
know.
was her, but
I think it makes you kind of wonder that, and then it debunks it.
Yeah, I would say no. I think
it
that...
does. There's just no
she just
supporting...
She went into that, whatever that reflection world was, and then just happened to get too close to the other side, or something like that.
Yeah.
And then just found it. I don't think that it's like a... Deep in herself is this dark force, and that she found it there. She, like, happened upon it doing some other shit.
Yeah.
You know?
I think Brenner made her touch it.
Yeah.
It freaked her out.
Yeah, fucking Jean Grey didn't do that.
B. Bell asked, do you think Eleven is still alive?
Yes.
I want to say yeah, just because if there's season 2, they're not going to not bring
Yeah.
her back.
I was going to say, that
Have her be a little older, more badass, more control her
a
powers.
little more hair.
A little more hair, yeah.
Like a bob cut.
Yeah. No,
Bowl cut.
yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know. I think she's still alive. I just don't know what's going on with Hopper.
Yeah.
What he's doing.
What are you doing with that cash? And
Because when she disappeared, like, that thing exploded and she just disappeared. She didn't explode.
I am Zato. Says, do you think the show stayed on the line of homage without crossing into straight up copy?
Yes.
I don't think it really copied anything.
Not,
But there's moments of like feeling like, oh, I get an ET feel here,
Yeah.
or I get a Goonies feel here, you know. But I don't think it ever just.
There was, like, Stephen King, whenever it was Hopper and Joyce.
Yeah.
It was, like, Spielberg movie when it was the kids, right?
Spielberg for sure.
Yeah. And then with Joyce and not Joyce, but Nancy and Jonathan, that was kind of like a 16 Candles kind of vibe a little bit sometimes, like, you know, teenagers
yeah.
and stuff like that.
What if
the only
kind of like Buffy or Scooby Doo a
Yeah.
little bit. Not like just bumbling.
like
but
the only place where I was worried it was going to go too far is I thought they were going to jump the van, and rather the van jumped them.
yeah,
You know.
they didn't jump the shark.
You know what? I also caught a Karate Kid one too. Whenever he's beating the shit out of Jonathan.
He's had enough.
He's had enough, man. Hold off. He's had enough. That's
Yeah.
kind of Karate Kid a
You
little
mentioned
bit
about
too.
that. Yeah. Jonah Oak. Not
Okay.
Hawk.
But anyway, do you think we will see more of the Upside Down next season?
Yeah.
If that's the I
I
guess
just go like 50 other dimensions like Zelda does.
Well, no, but with whatever they're doing here, could they bring it into our dimension and they don't really need the other dimension? They just stay in ours?
I think we'll find out more about the new dimension.
You think so?
Yeah.
If
we
that's the
might. I
war-
don't know. I mean, to be fair, there's honestly not a whole lot about it. It's just a dark world of our world, right?
I know there is a huge, basically, Bible of all the rules.
Well, yeah, they always do that with
Yeah.
this
And
sort
they're
of
saying
show.
that will be explored in the seasons coming
Yeah.
up.
Okay.
Multiple seasons, supposedly.
Maybe, I don't know. I just, other than it being a lot of shit all over the place, and there's no day, there's nothing, and the animals, of course, there's nothing interesting about the Upside Down to me.
Or maybe there's more animals and maybe there's more monsters.
I think other than the animals, and there's no day, and
True.
there's like, it's not like there's a fucking government over there or something like that that's evil. There's no, like, monster Trump trying to get to our world because it lost here and wants to, I don't know.
Lost his money here,
Yeah,
trying to get
right?
his money over there.
Yeah.
Logan Ryan said, what do you think season 2 will be about? We've already kind of discussed some of that. But he also said, what will you be watching next?
Okay, so because Stranger Things is now over, will we replace it with something for Sundays? I was first thinking, like, well, we're going to have a lot of shows coming back with Arrow and Flash and Legend of Tomorrow. Like, a lot of stuff is coming back.
Walking
up there.
Dead's going to be coming back. There's going to be...
But we want to be able to do, like this is a catch-up show. We want to be able to do catch-up stuff like that. So we were thinking that we do want to continue on with something like Vikings, or there's a whole number of stuff people have asked for. I mean, hell, there's two times a week Avatar. Everybody's
20
going
things
crazy,
on the
you
wall
know?
there.
And we just don't have the time to really just go for it like that yet. But we thought a fun solution would be, we're going to open a poll. We're going to have a selection of all the things people have been asking about. And there's a lot. We'll have them all on there.
Yeah, there'll be a big group.
You can go to patreon.com and go to that poll, and you can vote what should replace something like Stranger Things. Now, that poll will remain open all the way until we hit our 3K mark on Patreon. When that happens, one, we'll be able to invest a little more time in the Blind Wave and have a couple more of us working as editors. So when we hit the 3K mark, the poll will then close. Whatever the poll is at the highest will then take 1 day reaction slot. So once a week we'll do that. It could be Vikings, it could be anything else.
Yeah. And then we're also going to be adding in more goals on our Patreon.
Yeah.
At different increments that will add in more shows that you guys will be able to vote on.
Yeah.
To come out different days of the week. So with this one being up, the new poll for this episode basically is you're going to be seeing a poll for what show is going to be, what show we want to do next.
Yeah.
That you guys get to vote on, and at 3K that poll will close. But then also there will be more goals listing for future shows that you guys will be able to vote on other shows to take up more slots of our week.
If you are a poll writer, which is the $1 a month Patreon members that can vote in polls, just go to Patreon and look for the Blind Wave logo. That's where we'll have this poll at. I thought you said it was funny.
It is.
It was your
funny.
funny idea.
I made the idea.
Yeah.
You know what I saw on Discord the other day?
What?
People are like, Eric made that joke. It's so funny. We're all poll writers now, guys. I'm like, damn it! That was my joke!
Okay, guys, that's everything for Stranger Things. Very happy that Shane bugged us so relentlessly to do it. I at least am very happy. These two.
He didn't have to bug us so much.
Yeah. Their pride cometh before the
We would
fall.
not have done it, probably.
I would
No,
not.
we would have done it.
Me and Aaron did it without even telling you.
Yeah.
Because I bugged
You
you.
were so pissed.
No.
I heard from
All right.
Baba.
That's exactly why.
Okay, so
Me
we
too.
want to
No
thank
one's asking for it.
we want to thank Shane for pushing
I'm
us
with
like
you,
that.
Baba.
We want to also thank the fans for pushing us to do it. This has been a fun 8 weeks. It was like a perfect length of like one a week, and now we're done.
Yeah,
you know,
and it's
You know that 1 a week thing? We should do that all the time.
we should
for like
do
a
that.
lot of shows, right? Wouldn't it
Yeah.
be cool?
I think we
Yeah.
should
You
start,
know what? I bet
maybe
we should,
2 a week.
Dude, we should do like Flash once a week. And
Oh.
Arrow.
Wait, no.
You know one thing we should
2
only,
months.
only do once a week?
Avatar 2 a month.
2 a month?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
week.
woohoo!
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay. All kidding aside, we had a lot of fun. Glad you guys came along with us on this incredible journey.
Yes. It's also
And
How you doing?
this entertainment
we'll,
wave.
We'll see you on the next incredible journey with Blind Wave. Down in the description, all the links to our social media, blindwave.net. Has stuff!
Hurts.
And we'll see you guys next time. I'm Eric.
I'm Shane, vote for me.
Calvin.
I'm Aaron. Vote for me.
No! Don't vote for any of these fuckers.
A vote for him is a vote against him.